Welcome to this explainer. I want you to just take a deep breath and listen for a moment. Imagine we're sitting down together, just you and me. Think of me as that older, seasoned mentor talking to a younger version of myself, someone who is constantly chasing validation, bending over backwards, and wondering why they always feel like they're losing the social game. Today, we're unpacking a specific framework called the secret algorithm of human behavior. It's literally a roadmap to mastering your life through something entirely invisible, outcome independence.
Look at this quote right here. You aren't hard to love. You've just been trying to be loved by the wrong people. I really want you to let that sink in. Society has completely programmed us to believe that if we want something, whether that's respect, attraction, or success, we have to frantically pursue it. But in the world of high-value dynamics, that's completely backwards. The truth is, the person who cares the least holds absolutely all the power.
Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, the Silent Power of Indifference.
We've all seen that guy, right? The framework tackles this deeply flawed belief that being the loudest in the room automatically makes you the most important. So many people freeze up in social settings out of fear, or they totally pander to someone just to get a smile, only to end up completely ignored. That loud, try-hard approach, it just screams insecurity. The real secret to social dominance is actually a quiet, grounded power.
Which brings us nicely to Section 2, Mastering True Outcome Independence.
So what exactly is outcome independence? Simply put, it's maintaining your exact same internal state regardless of whether you get a positive or a negative reaction from the outside world. It means that whether someone smiles at you across the room or straight up tells you to get lost, your internal temperature does not change at all. True strength is remaining completely unchanged by the shifting winds of other people's opinions.
To put that into perspective, let's use a restaurant analogy. Imagine you're out to dinner. You order the exact soup you've been craving all day, but the waiter comes back and says, "Sorry, we're all out." Now, the average guy, he's going to settle for whatever leftover soup is on the menu, or maybe he gets visibly annoyed and throws a fit. But a high-value guy, he realizes he doesn't have to settle. He simply focuses on enjoying his own experience, calmly gets up, and walks away to find exactly what he wants somewhere else. He's totally unfazed.
Now, let's apply that to a real-world social interaction. Let's say you approach someone and they act totally unpredictable, maybe even downright rude. Instead of getting flustered or going on the defensive, you just give a calm smile and say, "Ouch, seems like a rough day for you," and then you calmly leave. Because you're not desperately chasing their validation, they will subconsciously start to question their own value.
That leads us right into Section 3, Passing the Emotional Tests. Here's the reality. People, especially in dating dynamics, are gonna throw emotional tests your way just to see if they can move you off your center. When those tests come, you need a shield, and it works in 3 steps. Step 1, you hear the criticism, or the word no. Step 2, instead of arguing or justifying yourself, you just stay completely silent, or you calmly say yes, and Step 3, you remain a self-sufficient rock in the storm. The absolute second you get mad, you're literally handing them the steering wheel of your life.
Moving on to Section 4, the magnetism of silence. We often fall into the trap of talking way too much, over-explaining things to convince the world how amazing we are. But doing that just signals a desperate need for recognition. To counter this, here's an exact conversational formula you should use to build intrigue. Let the other person do 50% of the talking. You only reveal about 20% about yourself, and that remaining 30%? Leave that entirely to silence and mystery.
Let's look at how this plays out with a super common test. Someone asks you, "So what are you doing this weekend?" Guys who are desperately seeking validation will eagerly jump all over this, handing over a minute-by-minute itinerary, giving away all their mystery instantly.
Instead, try this. Give them a calm, mysterious smile and just say something exciting, but it's a secret. Boom! By choosing to become an unfinished story, you trigger massive curiosity. You literally force their radar to keep scanning, wondering if they've actually won you over yet.
Let's look at the physical side of this in Section 5, projecting value through posture.
Outcome independence absolutely has to show up in your physical body. You have to visually project natural high value. Stop leaning in like you're starving for attention. Sit comfortably. Stretch your legs out. When you're in a conversation, actually lean away a bit. Acting like the most important person in the room really just means being completely 100% at ease with yourself.
And what if a conversation takes a bad turn? If someone says something you don't like, do not argue. Don't raise your voice.
just start walking away while you're still talking. It's a sudden, undeniable display of high value. Highly attractive people are really not used to seeing someone willingly walk away from them, and doing this forces them to chase the validation you just refused to give.
Finally, we arrive at Section 6. Indifference builds true self-worth.
All of these tactics, the conversations, the body language, they all serve a much deeper internal goal. And if you take one thing away from our time today, let it be this: never let anyone's opinion become your reality. Indifference isn't just some clever act to get people to like you, it's the clinical cure for building unshakable self-worth. When you finally stop the exhausting chase for external approval, you learn to trust your own inherent value.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Will you keep using the wrong formula, frantically seeking approval from all the wrong people? Or will you embrace the quiet strength of walking away and master the secret algorithm of outcome independence? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and take care of yourselves.